Hey horror fans, once again it is me, the Horror Miser J. It's time to do another contest video entry. This is for Full Moon 1973. Now, Brian's channel is Foolmoon1973. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. Check out his channel. He's just hit over 200 subscribers and he's having a contest. He's got some pretty good content. I like him very much. He loves low-budget horror films, and I love low-budget horror films, especially if they're good enough, despite how bad they can be sometimes. But hey, we all have our different tastes, and so obviously this is my contest entry video. He's got some decent prizes. I believe he has 4 or 5 questions that he put in this contest. There's 4 and then there's a bonus 5th one. And I believe the first question that he has is going to be... Now, his first question is favorite creature feature or when animals attack feature. Now, obviously, some people might go with Jaws or some of the other creature features, but I'm going to go with the Cathoga from the Relic. Yes, finally get a chance to talk about at least 2 of my favorite creature features. The other one is the creature in Deep Rising, but obviously the Cathoga and the Relic, mainly because of the design of the creature. I really like what Stan Winston, I believe he created the Cathoga. It attacks, is very violent, but the film is also a very good creature feature film. I really did like it. So question number 1 will be the Cathoga in the Relic. Now, question number 2 is a favorite movie from Trauma. Now, obviously, people who are not familiar with horror film, Trauma is a independent distribution company that produces very low-budget horror films. Lloyd Kaufman, I believe, was the one who created it. And while there's a whole stack of films that they have either helped produce or helped distribute, one of my favorite ones was a 1980 film that I actually saw in the theaters called The Children. Now, it's not to be confused with a British horror movie that came out sometime later, also at the same time as The Children. This was a 1980 film where we have this bunch of kids coming from school, and they pass this weird radioactive cloud. And if they pass it, they kill people by hugging them because their fingers are black. And they hug, and all of a sudden they release this gas substance, and they literally just kill you. I truly love that one. You want to talk about a decent, low-budget horror film? Definitely The Children. If you haven't watched it, please watch that one. Now, question number 3 is favorite car vehicle from a horror movie. And I don't get to talk about this too often, but it's definitely have to be 1974, The Car. Now, if I remember correctly, the car was a 1974 Lincoln Continental Mark III. It was created by George Barris. That's the type of car that they use in the car. But it's one of my favorite horror movies that I saw during the 70s, and I just simply just love it. So I gotta finally get a chance to even talk about it. So definitely The Car from The Car. Now, question number 4, what is name a slasher film that's not part of the Big Four? Now, he calls the Big Four Freddy, Jason, Michael, and Leatherface, who I would call the 4 Horsemen of Horror. If you wanted to talk about the 4 Horsemen of Horror, especially when it comes to slasher genre, those are the 4. Freddy, Michael, Jason, and Leatherface. Now, obviously, there are some other people you can name, but I'm going to pick I think it's Andrew Garth from the movie called Hell Night. Now, it's a decent one-off horror story. It kind of has a combination of the slasher film and the haunted house. Actually, Linda Blair from The Exorcist stars in this as well. It's about a bunch of students from a sorority or fraternity and sorority. They are on their pledge night or their hell night of all things, and they have to stay at this haunted house that has this legend about the Garth family. And I like how they actually tell the story of the Garth family. And unfortunately, the last son, Andrew Garth, who is still alive because he's a recluse, because he's deformed, he goes off and starts killing everyone in the movie. So I like that horror movie. So if you haven't seen Hell Night, please check it out. So that's an interesting question there. Which horror film sequel that was better than the original? And I'm going to actually go with Final Destination 2. Now, Final Destination 2 sort of carries the same theme that the original Final Destination is. This time, the accident occurs on this highway, and a lot of people get killed. The woman has a premonition about people dying on the highway. This huge car accident right there. Of course, you know, once that happens and they save everyone, all of a sudden people start dying. But the film does a better job And presenting, of course, we got some decent kills in that one, even better than in the first one right there. But yeah, if I wanted to pick a horror sequel that was better than the original, it is Final Destination 2. Now, the bonus question that Brian asks us is give a shout out to two YouTubers who are not in horror, and you would give them a shout out, but it don't have to be a horror channel. And there's two people I do have in mind. Well, one of them is my good friend Ashleigh, the movie Oracle. I mean, the woman does a great job. She actually has this decent game show that she plays once a month. I think with Dan Jensen. It's called "Are You a Movie Oracle?" Get it, movie Oracle, because he's the movie Oracle. She really knows her movies throughout. I actually had her on a channel with a good friend Mark, where he actually talked about the Exorcist remake. So definitely want to give her a shout out, Ashley. Once again, her channel is Movie Oracle. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for her channel. Please check her out. Another YouTuber I wanted to give a shout out is her channel is called Trivia Theater. She does a very fantastic job. Basically, her channel is purely animated. She does a pretty good job. I call her Triv, because I'm going to call her Triv right now. But she does fantastic videos because basically everything is actually animated. She actually has a movie theater as her main set, and she reviews either very bad movies, whether it's horror, comedy, drama, action. She's all over the place. So definitely give her a shout out and give her a subscribe. I'll put her link in the description below for her channel right there, Trivia Theater. And so there you have it. That is my video entry for Brian's Full Moon 1973's 200 sub contest. Once again, Brian, congratulations on getting 200 subs. Keep doing up the good work, and I'm pretty sure you'll be hitting 300 pretty soon. So once again, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, please give it a like and share, because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.